Hello everyone, welcome to my channel once again. This time I'm going to create a hospital database using SQL language. So I'll start right away. Yes, as you can see in line 1, it's a comment: create a database, and then I create a database here using create database called hospital database. After creating the database, we go on, and so now the tables are like the main entities, that are required to be in the database, but each having their own attributes. So as we can see, we have here patient data. We created a table called patient data to store data of the patients, whereby it has attributes starting with the patient ID, which is a unique identifier for each table, or for each entity. So this is an int. It is a number. It is always a number. We've added auto increment, where this means that whenever any new patient data is added, it's automatically given a patient ID, like in order from 1, 2, 3, and so on. Then another attribute, have first name. So each patient has first name, which has a varchar. This means a variable character, which can have a maximum of 50 characters, and not null, meaning that it is a must that this attribute has to exist. So this column must not be empty. That's why not null is added. We also have the last name attribute with the same instructions, with the same requirements, not null, with a maximum character of 50. We have a date of birth. Its data type is date, which is also not null. It's required, can't be empty. We also have the patient data also has contact info. Yes, maximum value 100 characters. Then gender enum. Then here we use enum, like enum what? The enum function to show that like the values here are the only ones that can be filled in this. They are the only ones that can be filled in this part where the gender is. So it can only contain if it's not male, female, or other. So one of those, no other data can be filled in there. It also has the address. With the variable character maximum value being 255 characters. So this is how we go. We've done. It's the same format we use to create all other tables. So we also have the visit, the visit record, to record them, like the record of the visitors, whereby each table, whereby each has a what? Each has an ID, a unique identifier. A unique identifier with an auto increment, like we saw in create table part. It also has a patient ID. So here patient ID is a what? Is a foreign, acts like a foreign key. It connects these two tables, the visit record with the patient data. So if the visit record has a patient ID, it means it can access data. It can access any data from the patient's table, patient data table. So this acts like a foreign key. So this acts as a foreign key. So we have the visit date, which must not be empty. That's why you have not null. Then the diagnosis with a maximum value of 255. Then we also have, yes, so this is, so here we indicate, is an indication that patient ID is a foreign key references patient data table. So this clearly makes patient ID officially a foreign key to the other table. We also have the treatment table, table called treatment, which has treatment ID, a visit ID. So visit ID, this one is also a foreign key. It's also a foreign key whereby we use this function here, foreign key, to make visit ID an official foreign key that references to the visit record, to the visit record table. Yes, to the visit record table. So this is it. We also have the laboratory test table to contain the test ID. The test ID with it's a primary key. The visit ID is also a foreign key that references the visit record. Yes, then you also have the test name, the result, the test date. This is also a date. Yes, it has a data type date. We use the same format for all these. We also have facility operations. We created a table called facility operations. Yes, it has an operation ID, it's a primary key, then an operation name with a maximum value of 100 characters, which must not be empty. That's why it's having not null. We also have another table called resource. It's a resource table. Yes, this resource table has an ID, a primary key. It has this is it, the resource table. It has an ID, it has a resource name, it has quantity in with a non-int format. That's the data type. It must be a number. Then facility ID. This is also a foreign key for which references the facility operations. We also have a table called supply chain, which also has an ID, a resource ID, which is also a foreign key which references the resource table. It also has a supplier name, a supply date that must not be empty, then the quantity supplied, which is also an int, data type int. Our last table is user role. Yes, all these tables are in a database called hospital database. So this is it. For it, the user role table has user ID. It has the username. Yes, like I said, user ID. The first attribute is always a primary key. It's always a primary key, a unique identifier in each table. Yes, so it has a username, password hash, and then the role. Yes, and then the role. So role must be admin, doctor, nurse, or receptionist. Yes, these are the tables we created in the database called hospital database using SQL language. Thank you.